welcome. Thank you for joining me for this Dollar Tree Junk Journal Challenge video. I believe Jess from Paper Chairs created this challenge, and so far I've created a few projects for this challenge, and if you'd like to see those videos, I will link them below for you. But this is my latest project from the supplies that I have pulled together. I've been working on this for a while. And finally I feel like I think it's complete, although I feel like I still want to add to it, but I feel like I'm ready to share it. I made this little mini junk journal from a box of bandages. As you can see, it says Hugaboo, and it's butterfly hugs in every box. They say they really hug. I have actually used this product, and I will say that it works pretty good. So there's 20 fun butterflies in this package, 3x1. I'm not sure. I think that's the bandage, but let me see. Let me measure this for you. So I feel like it's I'm not good at measuring. So I want to say like it's about 4 inches by almost 3 inches. I'm not giving you a precise measurement because I really am not good at measuring, which is why I tend not to do that often. I try to measure in whole sizes because I really don't like to do the quarter size and half size. But getting back to the junk journal, I did create a dangle for this one. I used some pearl beads. I don't know what these kind of beads are. They're kind of clear and sparkly. And I use the little mini cube letter beads. Sometimes you can find them in the Crafter's Square section. I found some recently at one of the Dollar Trees that I visited. I have purchased these in the past, and they were there as early as, I want to say, maybe a week ago. And I will say that it just depends on which day you go and which stores you visit, because I found these at Dollar Tree that I hadn't seen them in for a while, and then the Dollar Tree I did see them in, they no longer had them. So I guess it's a recurring product. But like I said, I had purchased these beads before, and I still had some. But recently I purchased a new box, which was needed to be replenished because I had used them for other projects, and so I wanted to make sure that I had the colors I wanted for the letters I wanted to use. And so I just spelled out butterfly, and I attached it to this altered paper clip that I had already altered it with the little pom-poms, but then I added the dangle to it and just added it to the side of the journal. And as you can see, it is one signature. I think you could probably get 2 signatures, but I put the signature in the middle, so I'm not sure if I could get another signature out of this one. I'm fine with it because I feel like it's bulked up. The signatures I kind of bulked it up, so I feel like it doesn't need a second one. But if you wanted to, I believe you could probably get a second signature out of it. I used some of this really decorative, I want to say pipe, glittery pink ribbon. I actually, I think I got this in the section where they have the floral and the ribbons. I don't know what that section is called. Sometimes it's connected to the Crafter's Square section. It's just an extension of it. And they do have them in other colors. I do have this one in I want to say it's a white glittery ribbon, and then I've seen them in orange and purple, and I think blue actually. But recently, I think I saw them in purple. So I also added this glittery trim. I don't have the package near me, but it's like in a long strip, and I'll have to look for it, and then if I can find it, I'll list it below to the name of the product. But I just cut off a strip of the little glitter bead studs, I guess, and I added it to the top of the box with some of this pink gingham ribbon that I got, I want to say back in during Easter, so around April. So opening up the journal, I folded in the side of the one side of the box, and I made this little pocket. So I have these little stamps that I made with my stamp punch that I used like a playing card, a bingo playing card for that, and I punched those out. And then I made a shaker with some, I would say they're not really confetti, they're not glitter. I mean, maybe they could be considered glittery confetti. They're not beads, although they look like them. They come in these little jars. There's like a pack of 4, I think, and they come in different colors. And I used the pink, the blue, and the purple. I took the colors off the box. And on the other side is, there's a tag inside, and on the other side is a little decorative flower. It's got a sticky back. I purchased these in the sticker section near the Factory Square section. I have used these to decorate for my daughter's mom for homecoming, and I had a little bit left over. So I will say some of the items in here you can find now at Dollar Tree, and some possibly they might come back or they might not. I will say this shaker was it was constructed with items that are currently at my Dollar Tree in my area, and a couple of items that I have not seen. I actually have seen these flowers, but not in this color. So they do have them, but just not this color. I forget what color it was. They were in like maybe I want to say a light teal, but I didn't purchase those. When I saw them, I already had these, and I'm fine with the color. I don't mind it because it has the glitter, and I feel like that's enough color. So I really like the shaker. I used the packaging from some of the pearl beads that I used for the dangle. So I just kind of reused it. So recycling, as you do with junk journals. I'm just going to put this to the side because I'll keep shaking it. I made a tag with my tag punch from some gift bag purchased, I want to say a few months ago. I really like this pattern. I purchased this actually for the pattern to use for junk journaling, and I have it nearby so I can show it to you. This is the gift bag that I used, and I still have one whole side. I will say that if you want some materials that kind of you can get a lot out of, I would look at the gift bags in the gift bag section, because sometimes you can find some really good prints, and like that one is like more like a cardstock kind of material, so it stands up pretty good. And since the inside was just white, I just left it blank. I did not put any ribbon on it because the ribbon I wanted to use, it wasn't from Dollar Tree, and so everything in this junk journal has to be from Dollar Tree for the challenge. So everything in here and everything that was used to construct it, except for the tools, is from Dollar Tree. So this is a sticker that I got with a package of stickers from the school supply section, and this is this backing is posted. Came a little portfolio. I have it nearby so I can show it to you. So I purchased this portfolio with some, these are just Post-its, and in a little folio that I got, I want to say a few months ago, but I still have seen it around, and I've seen that decoration, that design on some other products at Dollar Tree. So that's something I feel like you could probably still find in Dollar Tree. So moving along, let me just put this tag back in here. So what I did when I constructed this junk journal, I cut the box the way I wanted it oriented, and then I folded in like the, let's see, well, I folded in this side, because this is the other side of it. So I didn't cut it off, I just cut at the edge of it, and then I folded this in to make a pocket, and I just used a stapler. I mean, I guess you could have sewn it, or you could have glued it, but I feel like it was so like very rigid that I felt like none of those would work. Maybe just sewing and I feel like with a sewing machine, and I don't sew. I have purchased a mending machine recently, and I need to learn how to use it, so maybe I could use that if I knew how to use it at the time. I did add that decorative gingham ribbon to the side so you didn't see the, there were some parts of the packaging that it didn't look quite nice. I didn't feel it looked very nice, so I decided to just add some of the ribbon to give it a little bit more aesthetically pleasing decor, just some design, some detailing. And these things don't want to go back, so I'm trying to get them back in. I'm gonna just leave these out for now. These I should have backed them. I didn't back them, but it's fine. I don't mind it. Because this is from my own purposes. So, oh, my little other altered, what's it? Paper clip. I used I found a package of these little felt rosettes. I want to say back during Valentine's, I guess, and I picked those up. I hadn't used them, and I remembered them when I was constructing this junk journal, and I thought maybe that would work because I felt the colors would go. And like, since this box was the bandages were butterflies, I thought flowers and butterflies, that would look good. The colors work well, so I just kind of glued the paper clip to one of the petals and the leaf, and then we have an altered paper clip and a really pretty design for this junk journal. So this is some wax paper, some decorative wax paper that I got at Dollar Tree of Garfield. I have some workbook pages from I want to say the coloring book section. There's some workbooks, and I purchased a couple of those for pages for my junk journals for this project. So this is the other side of that. And then this is actually some backing from a piece of wallpaper. I have some nearby so I can show you what I'm talking about. So I can't think of the name of the aisle, but in a certain aisle they have these wall hangings. You can get pieces of wallpaper. This is just one of them that I have purchased. I haven't used it, but there was one that I've used for another project, and like I said, it's part of the junk journal challenge, so I will link that video below so you can see it. And I didn't want to throw away the backing because I figured I could use this and add it to a junk journal, and just like, so I could stick stickers on here, ones that I didn't really want to permanently stick, so that I could stick it, and then if I wanted to, I can use them again. So that's why I added it to this to the signature. This is from a sticker pack that I got recently in the teacher's, what's it called? The Learning Tree section. And this is the package that I'm referring to. So I just got one of these and I put in here, and I thought that would be neat to have. So like I said, this belongs to, and you can put your name if you want. This is just a piece of some wall decals. And this is from some Post-it, a little trio of Post-it notes that are kind of candy themed, and this is like a gummy bear, and I used it to back one of the index cards. And this is actually one of the bandage that you can get, one of the bandages that came in this box of bandages, and I just had it line the index card. And we have some decorative journal page with line on the other side. This again is from a child's workbook, and this is actually some Post-it from kind of like a calendar, like a planner. I just took one of the Post-its, and I thought there was like a trio, and I want to say they had different words, and I used all three of them, and I put this one specifically here since it had a clock, and I put today. And then here's the other side of that workbook. I specifically chose some of these for this junk journal because this one had a bee, and it's a butterfly bandage box, so I thought that would be cute to add. And then this is some piece of a paper pad, and I thought the colors worked really well. Another piece of wax decorative paper, and some more of the sticker labels from I want to say they were from the office section maybe, and another colorful index card. And this is a page from one of those pocket planners uh, that I had already, um, but they do still have them in their, well, I saw them at MCAP recently, right as you're walking out of the teacher, the learning, what is it called again? The learning tree. So I just added that part of the signature, and I added some washi. This washi tape is from Dollar Tree. I found it there a while back, but they do have washi tape. I've seen washi tape at some of the stores that I have gone to recently. They just didn't have this particular one, but this one actually fit the color scheme I was working with, and I liked the little fanciful critters in it with the flowers. I thought that was really neat, and I chose to use the January page from the planner because my birthday is in January and like the beginning of the year, so it has January 1st on New Year's Day. I just thought that was pretty cool. I think this page is from 2027, so moving forward I made it the middle of my signature. This is just some decorative little, I don't know what they're called, but they're in the learning trees area, and they're like in a pack. I want to say there was like 25 or something like that. I just folded it up and made a little pocket and stapled it to my middle signature, and I placed another one of the bandages in here. This one is a blue with a purple butterfly. I'm going to try and see if I can get it back in there. And I think there's something else. Is there something else in here? I want to say there is. Yeah, it feels like there is something in here. Oops. I think, oh, there it goes. So this is another bandage. I had picked up a package of bandages like these before, except it was a different design, different theme, and I want to say these were like animals. So this is like a purple cow, and I just decided to put it in here, just tucking it in. I like the color of it. I thought it was cute. I'm trying to get it back in the way I had it, but it's not working. There it goes. So more of the washi that I had purchased from Dollar Tree on another, like I said, a while back. But I didn't purchase those two together. Like I said, they do have washi from time to time, and they have different designs. And I usually pick it up if I like the color scheme, and I did like the phrase and the colors on this one. That's why I purchased it. I have some more of the little labels. So we have a pink one with some lined, some lines so you can journal if you like. This is just a playing card. I kind of just attached it with my stapler just to give it some color because the inside was white. And we have some puffy stickers. I got this sticker pack, I want to say, a while back. It is hard to find sticker packs at my Dollar Tree, but I've seen other creators share them, so I guess it depends on where your Dollar Tree store is. But this is the pack I'm referring to that I purchased a while back, and I just kind of added them to the pockets. When I added the signature, I really didn't think about the fact that I didn't know that the color scheme of the middle of the center of the signature was going to bother me, and it didn't at the time, but as I was adding to the junk journal, I started realizing that the primary colors were bothering me because this is like, I think it's like a crayon motif, and there's some blue in there and yellow, but the green and the red were like too primary for me, so I decided to cover as much of it up, which is why I have these stickers. And I really like the scripture here. The scripture verse, we love because he first loved us. 1 John 4:19. So I had picked up this pack actually for a journal that I was going to create, and I still haven't finished it. There are some stickers in there that I could have used, but I'm saving it for that particular project, which is not really a Dollar Tree project. So moving along, we have this another label, and actually I'm orienting it this way. You could orient it that way, but I thought it was more interesting to have the arrow pointing up, and again with the lines for journaling. You could just journal here, or you could actually stick this somewhere in the journal and journal there stick it there after you journal, whichever you'd like, whatever you want to do with that. I made a tag from this is from a bingo card from the, I want to say, the birthday section, where you can buy when you can purchase, what do they call them, party favors. And I had picked up a pack of bingo cards I had seen there one time. I really liked the theme of this one. It's like princess. I want to say I purchased these a while back though, and I purchased them, I think, in preparation for my daughter's birthday, and then I forgot all about them, and I found them recently, so I decided to use these, and I just kind of made a tag with my tag punch. I just cut out the section that I liked, and I backed it with some index card. So let's see if I can get it back in here. Moving along, this is a playing card. It's a little mini Apples to Apples Junior card, and it says amazing and busy. So I think I had it in there, but I moved it to this side. I just paper clipped it to the side. These are actually sticky notes, and they're like a vellum kind of, so I feel like you could use a, what are they called, dry erase possibly on this, and kind of keep using it, like, you know, like those pads that in the old days, I mean, I'm showing my age, but you would write with a little plastic pen, and it would make the design, and then you pick up the piece of film, and it would like erase it. So it's kind of like that. You could just write on here with a little, I feel like you could. I don't have a dry erase marker, so I can't really test that theory out. And then if you wanted to remove it, you could just wipe it down. I used several, like I want to say 4 pages, 4 of these, and I stuck them on top of each other. There are 2 different colors. There's a blue and a purple, and I just kind of like scattered them in a pattern. And the purpose really was to cover up more of this primary color, because I didn't want it to be seen as, I just didn't want to see it that much, just because, like I said, I wasn't too happy to have it there. I don't know why I didn't think about it at the time. Maybe I just wanted the middle to be a little bit more sturdier for the pocket to be sturdier, and I used that because that's what I had, and it was from Dollar Tree. But after I started playing around in this and putting more items in it, I realized it did, so I decided to cover as much as I could. Here again is some more of that sticky, that the post-it, I don't know what they're called. They're called something, I guess. I forget what the word is. But I put tomorrow here, since this is in the future, in January 2027. I thought that was fitting, so I put tomorrow here. And then the other side of that calendar, and some more of the index card, and then I just kind of stapled a piece of ribbon to use as just like a index, like a little divider, just to hold. And here we have some more of that checker chip wax paper, and the other side of the memo pad, I just kind of folded it in on itself, so I didn't cut it down that much. I wanted to have more space for journaling, so that's what I did. here is the last piece of that. Um, gosh, I can't remember what they're called, but it's to mark your page or when you're studying or something like that. And I put whenever at the end because I thought that was fitting. Um, Here again, I folded in the paper so I could use more of it and have like more interest to the journal with larger, some of the pages being larger. The other side of that journaling, of the workbook rather, with a little train and the purple background. I love trains, so that was another reason I added it to the signature. And some of the journal page, the line part side, and then we have the decorative side. Here is just some play money that I purchased in the toy section. I think on the end cap at Dollar Tree recently, and I think that's funny that they put a stamp saying play money. um, I just thought it would be nice to add some more fun places to journal, and I just kind of folded it in on this index card. It's just the other side of the pink index card, and here is the other side of that decal. I'm sorry, this came out, and I added some of those butterfly ball decals. I thought those were cute. Like I said, I can remove this if I wanted to and add other stickers, because like I said, it's sticky back and they can be removed and have to be there permanently, which I really love because I feel like I don't use a lot of my stickers because I feel like I have issues with having them stuck permanently, and what if I change my mind? So I think this is such a cool idea to have in a junk journal. This way I can add stickers, and if I want to change them out, I can do that. So I love the back side of it fun. I didn't have a problem with it like showing. It didn't bother me. It's a junk journal anyway. Some more workbook page. I really liked this one because I liked the image. I thought it was fun and playful with the little girl, because this is the right oriented way for it. She's just doing a headstand, I think. And the last piece of the signature is some more of that decorative wax paper. This is the Garfield. We have the ribbon again on this side, and then I added some of that ribbon as well on the top just to give interest. And my idea was I wanted to add some charms with some safety pins. Safety pin is obviously they don't have the bulb pins, well at least I haven't seen them at Dollar Tree, but that was my idea anyways. I haven't found any safety pins. I did have some, but they were from Daiso, so that wouldn't work for this journal, for the project, for it being a challenge. But in the future I feel like I could add a safety pin and add some charm from, because you can get charms at Dollar Tree. It just depends on like when you find them. I know other creators have found really cute oh my goodness, my stamp's sticking to my head. They found really cute charms in the past. Actually, I forgot to show you. In the middle of the signature, I left the ribbon kind of long, the thread, I guess the cord, or I don't know what it's called, baker's twine, I believe. And I added some of those charms I was talking about. So I bought these in a pack. They had a few phrases, words on them rather. And this one says dream, and this one says faith. I thought that was really cute. I completely forgot to show you that when we were in the middle of the signature. Maybe you noticed it. I'm sorry I didn't mention it before. I'm glad I remembered though, because I would have kicked myself later if I had forgotten to share that with you. But that was my intention. So since I couldn't add them there, I added them here. And then I also used some more of that playing card to make a tuck spot, and I added some little items in here. So here you will have it's a butterfly sticker on some of the plastic film from, I just cut it out of its packaging just to have, you know, something to tuck in there. And this is another of the bandages inside its packaging. I just placed it in this tuck spot just to, if I wanted to use it in the future, I could. So let me put that back in here. And then I just kind of folded the little gingham ribbon I gave it little ruffles and added it with some staples to the end of this um, the back cover of the journal. And this box is so pretty. It didn't really have any like times when you see on the back of the box you'll have just some directions. This one just had the image again, and the actual directions are on the side, which I didn't have a problem covering up. I didn't mind it. It's very small, and I did add this little bit of butterfly that kind of curves around into the spine and some of the gingham ribbon. So I think that's fine. It doesn't bother me. So pretty much that's the journal. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It took me a bit to get it the way I wanted it, to figure out what to add. It took me a while to gather the items. I had supplies. I had plenty of supplies. I just needed to figure out what I wanted to add to this. Also, I wanted it to be in a certain color scheme, and I wanted to make a jangle for it as well. So that took a bit because I had to find the beads that I wanted to use. I'm trying to get this back in so it looks the way it did when I started this video. Oops. It's being difficult as usual when you're filming. Things don't go the way you want them to. Let me see, maybe I need to do it from the inside. That might be a better idea. Yeah, I think that's the best thing to do. There we go. I was forcing it. Oh my goodness, those stamps just do not want to stay. But I think they're cute. I like those. I want to say one of my favorite things from this journal. Well, actually, I do have a lot. I love the dangle. I kind of wish that I had oriented the word butterfly going down. But I think it had a little bit of trouble figuring out how to attach it. I was having trouble with it because I had actually made this altered clip already, and I wanted to use that one. So so when I got it together after I realized it, I was like, oh my goodness. But I think that's fine. I feel like it's okay. I think that would probably be the thing I would change if I could. But I don't mind it. I think it looks pretty and I think it's fine. But so I love the dangle. But I want to say I love this altered paperclip, the floral one. I think it's really pretty. I think it kind of gives more dimension to the journal. I really do love the shaker. I love shakers. I love making shakers. I do think it's really cool and interactive, so I love that element of it. I like trying to add some interactive elements to journals. I feel like I'm fine with what I did to cover up most of the primary colors in this pocket, but I probably would have. I think I probably would have used something else to make this pocket if I had thought more on it. Sometimes I kind of just go with things and then later on regret it. So sometimes that works to my benefit, and sometimes, you know, I have to figure out some alternatives. But I want to say, yeah, I think that's my favorite, one of my favorite elements. But as a whole, I love the journal. I think it's like one of my favorite junk journals that I've made to date. And I love many things, so I love that it's a mini junk journal. I feel like I don't know if I will actually journal in it anytime soon, because I feel like I don't want to mess with it right now. I like the state that it's in. It's cute. I feel like it's fine at the moment the way it is, and just like adding more ephemera to it I think will be fine. At some point it probably will need, well, I don't know, I don't think I need to use it in it for journaling, but you could. I mean, it's definitely doable to do it. That's why I made it. But I think I just want to play with it for a bit before I start doing that, because I just love the way it looks at the moment. I love opening it and looking at the pages and the ephemera that I added But and I think it's just the coloring too, just the image itself. I think it's just really cute. So again, I'm really happy with this project. I think, like I said, I liked all the projects I worked on. I think uh, I did two sewn-in journals and one no-sew journal. I was thinking about doing another no-sew journal. I have definitely the materials. I've gathered a lot of materials to do it. I'm not sure if I'll get to it um, anytime soon because I have other projects I'm working on and also Patreon, which I am continuously working on. Um, but I guess maybe I'll get to it eventually. There are some journals that have started already that I could say are I've used from Dollar Tree, although I guess I wouldn't say they all are from Dollar Tree, so I guess I couldn't really incorporate those. But um, maybe I'll get to it soon. We'll just have to see. Like I said, there's other projects I have going on, but I'm very happy I finished this one. Very happy that it's complete and I was able to share it with you. I hope you like it. Hope you like this video. If you do, please consider hitting the like button. It would help our tiny channel ever so much. But if not, no worries. I appreciate you viewing this video and I hope you decide to return again for another one. So until next time, take care. God bless. See you soon.